Hello everybody, how's it going? It's been a wee bit of a different morning this morning. I've done some work, I've recorded voiceovers for my Gear Music Tech channel. My boy came back from Alton Towers, he was away yesterday with the youth club. For those that don't know, Alton Towers is a theme park in England and the youth club went down. They've been before, it's a great place to go, but they came back on the overnight bus, which meant getting the first ferry over back to Arran at 7 in the morning. And Hamish didn't have a great sleep, honestly. So he's gone to bed, which meant my wife was up to go and pick him up. And she came in here to do some work this morning. And so I couldn't record my thing. I don't want to do this while she's in the room, that's just a bit awkward. But she's finished her work, she's gone back to bed now for another hour or so. Willow says hi, don't you, Willow? Say hi to my friends. So it strikes me that you won't have seen my studio. I'm not going to show you the full thing, but I have a feeling that Brad might be interested because Brad likes his gear. So I'm going to put the cat down. I haven't even put my light on. So I've got this. There you go. It's a, what do you call it? Key light air from, in fact I can do this and then I can show you on a second camera. How exciting is that? Sync the audio. So I've got this Stream Deck, which gives me options to turn this on and off. So that's how we do that. And that's my key light for video light, and I've got this one here, which is just an LED panel with an umbrella on top to soften it a wee bit. There's where the cat sits. There's my cup of coffee. So maybe I will show you the full thing, why not? 3 monitors. Usually that one's for Spotify or YouTube videos. There's my audio recording software fired up for my voiceovers. This one's got my script on it. That's kind of my main one for photo editing, video editing, stuff like that. I can fire up my video editor and show you that as well. This here's my iPad, which works the digital mixer that's in there. A digital mixer, which you can't see because it's boxed up. And the reason it's boxed up, well, first of all, it gives me another surface, which is really handy for putting lights on and cups of coffee and cats. But also because when I didn't have it covered, the cat used to walk on it and change all the buttons and stuff, which was like, wasn't ideal. Microphones, right. This is the one you're hearing the now. That's a Synco D2, which is plugged into the digital mixer. This is for voiceovers. That's my Heil PR40, which I got because Leo Laporte uses them, or at least he did, back when I used to listen to the Twit podcast. And that comes down on the boom, goes here, so I'm recording my voiceovers, reading my script. And this here, the iPad basically works the digital mixer, so let's demonstrate. So if I mute that and unmute this microphone, see we've just swapped over. So that's how I do it when I'm doing Zoom calls. I use this one, voiceovers use this one, and for everything else, overhead, just out of camera shot. So that's how we do that. And now we're back to the overhead, so I can boom this one out the road like that. And my video editor will fire that up and let you have a look how I use my 2 monitors, because it's really fun. Gives me some decent working space, you know what I mean? Real estate they call it, some people. So I'm using DaVinci Resolve 17 studio version, which I really like. I used to use Premiere Pro, but kind of struggle with that, honestly, and it's expensive with the old subscription model, which I don't particularly enjoy. I might go back to it for maybe my GMT, my Gear Music Tech channel, because my editor uses Premiere Pro, and I'd quite like to be able to share projects over the internet. It's taken far too long to open up. This is one of the things I don't like about DaVinci Resolve 17. It can take an awfully long time to open up, and I think it's probably because I've got like 50 or maybe more timelines in the project, because I tend to work by just creating new folders or bins they call them, and then putting new projects inside the bins, so I end up with multiple timelines. And I don't know if that's how you're meant to use it. I don't know if there is a meant to. I think software should be used however you use it. It should be flexible enough. But I mean, this is like a Ryzen 950, what do they call it, 3950X processor, so it's a pretty nifty machine, and I think I've got 32 gigs of RAM. I can't even remember. It's a self-built PC. It's down here. There you go. With side. So there you go. This here, by the way, this is my filming rig, obviously. So you've got the camera with the lens on a boom. So it's the same boom that I use for my mic. It goes into the Ninja 5, which has an HDMI out that goes into the computer. The Ninja 5 is actually what's doing the recording right now. HDMI cable from camera to Ninja 5, and then records on a hard drive in the back of the Ninja 5, which is brilliant, because when I want to get the files off it, I just remove the hard drive, plug it into an external cable, and import. Right, so DaVinci's opened up now. This is probably not the best way to show you on a GoPro, but here we go. So that's like the editing page with the timeline and the dual monitors, screens, and then this monitor here is for all my bins. Plus, if I go into the audio, I get my mixer here, which I use, and then you get the audio timeline over here. So there you go. I don't know if that's interesting to you. This is my 5-year planner, my journal, which I haven't written today yet. I'll be doing that once I've got this video, which is actually going to take a bit of editing now that I think about it. That wasn't the idea of these video diaries, to do lots of editing, but I'm going to have to do that today, aren't I? It's one of the good things in DaVinci Resolve. It's dead easy to do multi-camera edits, as long as you give your audio a click. You can auto-align them, and then you can go into multi-camera mode. This is not a Resolve tutorial. You don't need to know all this. I just thought it would be fun to see kind of where I sit and what I do. And here's the room behind me. So yeah, you can see we're in the living room, and that's when we sit and watch telly at night, which is quite fun. I recommend it. We're watching Outlaws right now, season 2, which is really, really fun. We're really enjoying it. I think we've got one more to go. I watched the penultimate one last night, and it was like, oh, tension mounts, on with the body count. That's a nice tea thing. Anyway, that's me rambled for ages. I'm going to have to edit this now, so here we go. Thanks, Cams, for giving yourself some work. But I hope you enjoyed it. My studio, I love it. Oh, by the way, you won't know this, but this, yeah, it's a standing desk. I don't actually stand all that often, because you can see where the camera is and the mics and my speakers on the wall. So yeah, there can be some bumping. As long as I move this, so that'll swing out on this boom arm that I've rigged with, that's actually a light stand and a microphone clamp with a boom arm, so it all moves, and I can actually get the camera out the way and put the desk up. I don't do it often enough. I should, but friction, moving stuff around. Anyway, rambled long enough. I'm going to go and do some editing now. And I'm on pages, so if you want to read what I'm about to write, you can do that. Just, sign up for the thing. Get them delivered to your inbox every day. Thanks for watching. See you later.